Hello, fellow diggers. Yeah, you guessed it, it's Penny Digger. Coming back at you again from the old hospital. Had a little bit of a thrill, little spill out of my chair this afternoon. I think it scared the hell out of my nurse and mother and my wife, all three at the same time. I was sitting in my wheelchair and I locked the wheels down and I was reaching to try and get my table. Mother had pulled it away from me a little bit, and I guess I wasn't as close as I thought I was, because the wheelchair took a forward spill and onto the ground I went. I made sure that I tucked my leg up under me so I wouldn't hit directly on the end of the stump. Didn't hurt, but it bled like a stuck pig. I had to lay there on my back on the bed with my stump in the air for about 20 minutes while the nurse went and got the materials to come back and bandage my leg. I told my mother and my wife, I said, boy, it's a good thing I ain't bleeding. Of course, I was bleeding. If I hadn't have been holding a towel on giving pressure, I'd have bled to death, I guess. But they didn't get it. I was being a smart ass and they did not get it. Either one of them they get it. And yeah, it's a good thing you're not bleeding. If you were bleeding, you'd be in trouble. Yeah, well, I am bleeding. Anyway, my doctor happened to be roaming the halls, and she told him, and he come rushing in the door. What are you doing to me? And I said, doing to you? It ain't your damn leg that hit the ground. It was mine. But anyway, he looked at it. He said, oh yeah, that'll be all right. He said, that's no problem. It just stretched the staples a little bit. It didn't rip anything, or didn't really tear anything. Well, hell, I knew that. But I could tell that by the fact there was no pain. I mean, even the other day in the hallway when I grabbed that chair rail to keep from falling, there was pain. In fact, I was almost convinced that I had hit the end of my stump on the ground, but I kept that about 1.5 feet off the ground. I didn't actually make contact. But it stretched a few staples that time, and it didn't bleed all over the floor. But we had an AB pad inside with the ace bandage over it, and it did fill up the AB pad pretty good. So anyway, that's not what I got on here for. Super Drew and Dave of Relic Hunting Scotland hit me this morning. Dave was the one that did it first. He wanted to know, did I have a PayPal account? I didn't think I could set one up. I thought that you had to have not only an email but a credit card, and I had tried other accounts like that. My card, it's an Account Now card, and my little stipend from the government comes on that card every month on the 3rd. I get my disability on it, and while it's got money on it, it'll work either as a credit card or a debit card. But it's not actually a credit card, so I wasn't sure if it would work or not. And then Super Drew hit me as well. He wanted to know, I agree with Dave, do you have a PayPal account, because he wanted to send some money too. I was like, well, no, let me see what I can do. I don't know if I can set one up or not. But I did. I went ahead and got one set up, and it was no problem. But hold on here a minute. Okay, I saw that guy coming, and he looked like my ex-brother-in-law. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to talk about the ramp with him or not. But anyway, I said, let me see what I can do. I'm not sure if I can set it up or not, but I'll check on it. I'll have my wife bring my card tomorrow, and I'll see if I can set one up. Well, she brought it and I got on there and I set it up, no problem. It went right through, blew my mind. But anyway, I let Dave know, and according to him, Deep Digger Dan was wanting to send something too. So I knew somebody with some influence had gotten involved, because all of a sudden I started getting people subscribing to me from all over the place. I mean, not just one or two. Like usually I'll get one or two a day. Or if somebody like, let's say, well, like Aussie Coin Shooter, he put out a thing this morning telling people, you know, subscribe to his channel and let him know we support him. And if I had somebody like that, you know, I might get 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7, requests, to sub to me. But I was getting 5 or 6 at a time, and I'd get all them done and sub back to them, and then I'd get 5 or 6 more, and then I'd get 5 or 6 more. I bet you I probably had 50 people subbed to my channel. Of course, I subbed back to most of them unless they didn't have anything to sub to. And there were a few of them that there wasn't anything there. They didn't have any uploads. There's nothing. So if they get uploads at a later date, I'll sub to them. But no sense in subbing to a channel that there's nothing on the channel. But I do appreciate them subbing to me. But I mean, I knew somebody with some influence was doing something. And then when Dave told me that Deep Digger Dan wanted my email address too, where he could send me something, I said, okay, that's what happened. Deep Digger Dan got involved. But anyway, no real surprise once he got involved, because you know how Deep Digger Dan, he's got a following. He's got a bunch of folks that like to follow his shows, and I'm one of them. But he probably won't recognize me with the new trim here. But anyway, this is me, Dan. I got rid of the Santa Claus beard for right now and got me something a little bit closer, but anyway, he was telling me about that, and I said, well, okay, here's what I know of. I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find anything that would help you send anything to my channel except for my full name. He said, no, I need your email address, the one that you set it up with. I said, oh, okay, well, that makes sense, I guess, in a way. So, just in case, because he wanted to ask me if it was okay for him to give Deep Digger Dan my email address. God, yes, it's okay to give Deep Digger Dan my email address. It's okay to give Deep Digger Dan any information he wants. I got no problem with that. I'm thrilled to death that Deep Digger Dan wants to help. I mean, have somebody like that want to help you. That's a big compliment in my book. But for the people out there that might want to help or don't know how to go about it, my email address is all lowercase now. Thomas 1018 1018 34 at gmail.com. And that's all you need. You can go right on PayPal and send it right on over. And since it's working from Scotland and it's working from here, I'm assuming that that's all that's necessary wherever you're at. So that should be about it. I don't think anybody's gonna have any trouble taking care of whatever they want to with that. Of course, I'm not insisting that anybody do anything. You know, if you can afford it, God, I appreciate it, because I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do. I've got to get this thing fixed up where I can get in the house. I've also got to get a transfer bench where I can get in the tub. I got to get safety rails for the commode where I can get on and off without killing myself there. You know, there's still some improvements that need to be done to the house to keep me from killing myself getting in and out of the house and and around the house. So any help that can be given is appreciated. If you got it, God love you and I appreciate it. If you don't got it, I understand. Believe me, I understand, because I'm on a fixed income and I know how it is not to have any money. But y'all take care. And I'm gonna get off of here because it's getting a little bit crowded right around here. Usually there's not that many people coming and going, but I got a lot of people coming and going right here at the entrance to the hospital right now. And you know, surprisingly, you would think that damn thing only a couple of weeks out, that would hurt. And they had me hooked up to a pain pump over at Archibald, and then they put me on Percocets, which hey, how you doing?
All right.
I take methadone anyway for my back, so I take 4 of them a day. And they had me set up on the Percocets. I could get 1 or 2 every 4 hours. But last couple of days, and today makes 3, I haven't asked for the first one. And I'm not going to. As long as I can stand it and there's not any pain, and right now I'd have to give the pain about a 2 out of a scale of 1 to 10. It don't really hurt. I mean, there's a little bit of a dull ache, but nothing major. And they got me hopping around on that walker trying to learn. They call it learning to walk. I'm like, no, we're kind of a leg short of walking. Can't do that right yet. We can do a bunny hop, but we can't do no walking. But that's what they got me doing, bunny hopping down the hallway. I made it 82 feet today. Of course, I made it, 65 feet or whatever, and the last 27 feet I had to do after I sat down for about 3 minutes. But still, I made it 83 feet, and then I made it 55 feet or 56 feet this morning. So I made it well over 100 feet today. So I'm tickled to death with how that worked out, and I'm scared they're gonna send me home before everything's ready for me at the house. I don't know what I'd do then. I guess I'd sit out in the yard with a blanket and an umbrella, because I damn sure ain't gonna let no $6,500 wheelchair get ruined. And I don't want me to get wet and get pneumonia or anything, even though I got me a shot for pneumonia while I was in here. But guys, you see, this is a pretty nice hospital. It's our local hospital here in Cairo, but it's a pretty nice little hospital. They got some nice landscaping. And the staff is excellent. They take good care of me. But I'm gonna get off of here, get back in the hospital. Don't forget now, all lowercase, Thomas101834 @gmail.com. And From what I understand, that's all you need is that email address, and you can go straight into PayPal and take care of it. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye now. Your one and only penny digger, and we're out.